The passage of the Enemy Property Bill 2016 has led to some speaking up and voicing concern against the move. Rajya Sabha MP KTS Tulsi has said this is likely to complicate things even further. The Enemy Property Bill amends the Enemy Property Act of 1968. With the legislation now a reality, successors of those who migrated to Pakistan and China during partition will have no claim over properties left behind in India. The bill was passed by voice vote in the Lok Sabha, incorporating the amendments made by the Rajya Sabha last week. The Lok Sabha had passed the bill earlier, but certain amendments were introduced to it in the Rajya Sabha on the recommendations of a select committee.
You see, enemy property is the properties which have been left behind by the Muslims who have gone to Pakistan. Those are the enemy properties. This act was brought into force about 50 years ago. It's likely to create so many complications because in Punjab, for instance, in the erstwhile Punjab, the Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, the law of Displaced Persons Compensation Rehabilitation Act was enacted, and people who had come from Pakistan, they were allotted these properties which had been vacated by the Muslims who went to Pakistan. And once they have been allotted, there will now be a question that their rights may be threatened because they are seeking to extinguish the rights. The people who had gone to Pakistan, they sometimes continued to claim their properties, particularly in Uttar Pradesh. There were some very large landlords who had left behind lots of properties, but I am sure they would have been taken over. Yes, at that time also the tenancy rights were sought to be protected. Even now the tenancy rights are being protected, but now what has happened is that the rights of the migrants have been extinguished in law, so they cannot lay claim to the properties that they left behind in India.